Banter fam, we had quite a boring FOMC yesterday, but I want to speak to you guys around a couple of trade setups today. So for me, I waited completely for FOMC to happen. Not too much happened in price action other than losing support, right? So I do think there are some good short setups today, but I want to give you guys two important trend lines on Bitcoin to pay attention to, as well as speaking around 5 to 6 altcoins on next trade setups that I'm seeing. So I took a break from FOMC, allow the action to happen, and today I'm seeing more clarity on where I'm seeing the next opportunities for some trade. So do me a favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let's get into the show.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like 𝗨𝗧𝗏. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Yes, fam. Yo. Okay, I want to start with the show here. Guys, anyone that has or does not have a 𝗨𝗏𝗡 exchange, right? Here is a good promotion for you guys. We've got a $50 sign-up bonus for any brand new accounts right now, as well as a up to $30,000 in deposit bonuses, and we have VIP status. So anyone that's looking for a great exchange to trade on, one that I trade on my phone all the damn time, we have 𝗨𝗏𝗡. Shout out to them. Link below in the description. Let's jump into it, guys. Two important lines right now is this. It does show us that in the next 48 hours, we should see a nice bit of momentum. We should see a decision to be made. So what happened obviously yesterday was we started to lose this trend over here, or 2 days back, okay? And it's now pushed us down to the next supports on Bitcoin. But now we're getting to the important one, right? And as you can see here, we now have two tops, okay? And we have this key trend at the bottom here. And for me, it's telling us anywhere now in the next 48 hours, we're going to break one of these lines, okay? And we're going to the next area of resistance or the next area of support. So it's quite clear when it comes to some trade setups, and specifically ones that I maybe want to hold for 2-3 days, okay? I'm waiting for one of these to kind of break, right? It is telling me, hey, there's one last little possible bull scenario, okay? And we need to bounce in these areas and break 77,000 in the next day or two. Okay, and then that's quite bullish, and we can see a push up into the low 80,000s. 80 to 81,000 next resistance. The next one on top of that's 86,000, right? But for now, we're kind of looking at that as the zone. Losing support, I'm looking at the low 70,000s as well as the mid 60s, right? So there is a nice trade incoming, and there's no major rush right now when it comes to entries, unless they're in the zone. Right? Good stop loss areas, good risk to rewards right now. So these are the two main lines for when a big move is going to happen. And those are my two targets on either way that we see a break of those lines. When it comes to altcoins might be giving us a little bit of an early or leading indicator. Okay, altcoins are quite bearish, right? So altcoins lost this big support zone here, and we're actually coming into shorting territory. And what it's telling me is if we look at the next supports, they're sitting down over here. Okay, and we should be seeing some downside in the alts. When we get here, I'll be looking for some possible long opportunities. And it's quite clear that if you just look at the altcoin chart here, we're just in this damn range, right? So the tops and bottoms are kind of the plays right now. Again, all we're looking for is a push down here. Of course, if Bitcoin loses 71, we could be looking at the lower part of the channel, right? So because of this, if I was looking for a trade today, might be some short opportunities. So let's speak about the trades that I'm taking. I'm taking one in the 𝗨𝗏𝗡 competition. I told you guys I got out yesterday. Saved some cash, got in here, got out there, made a little bit of cash, didn't lose any money, which was great, okay? But I am looking at taking another trade, and my trade will be a Zcash short. So Zcash lost this trend, okay? And we are retesting today. So in this blue zone here between this 333 and 336, right, is kind of a shorting zone for me, okay? And a stop loss around the 341. So not too much high leverage, let it ride out for a little while, and I'm looking for a push down to around the $300 mark. So I'm looking for up to an 8 to 10% move on the chart. That's obviously excluding the leverage that I'm going to be using, right? So that is one trade that I'm paying attention to. Then I want to go through a bit of the list here and just show you guys. Sol right now, okay, does have a bit of support. It lost this support yesterday. Now it's in this weird channel, okay? But I just want to show you guys that if we start losing the areas of 81, 80, right, there could be some nice shorts down to the mid 60s, right? And if we want to see bullishness from here, you can basically zoom in slightly and pop in these two highs here. And it's telling us probably in the next 12 hours or so, we're going to hold this if we have a slight bullish move on Solana. And the entries will be on the break of this trend up to the areas of the late 80s, right? The mid to the late 80 areas. As I look at the next one, is obviously ETH. right? ETH for me already kind of hit the short zone. There's the trend, and I'm looking for long zones around the 2-1, right? So as it stands right now, Zcash is pretty clear for me. I look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is obviously going really good, but because of where Bitcoin's at this point, I do think there's going to be a push down to the low 10 cents again, and I think there's a long in this area here. So I'm going to wait patiently for a nice little possible long opportunity. When it comes to the rest of the alts, just an example, right? You're kind of looking for the trends we just lost. So there's Cardano. Cardano's actually in a shorting zone, right? Again, what changes this is breaking back into these trends somehow, right? Then we can think about bull, but right now we are seeing all the bearish views of that. Okay, guys. So again, I'm going to keep building up in the bloating competition. Shout out to Bybit. If you don't have an exchange, link below in the description. And then do me a favor. Once you sign up with any of those links, join my Sniper Club, right? It's a free club for you guys. You just got to be using my link. Join that. We're getting nice and active in there at the moment. And have a great damn weekend. I'm going away with the family, getting a nice little reboot on the brain and spend time with the fam. My kids are a little bit sick at the moment, so I want to spend some time with them. And have a great day and a great weekend. Lots of love. Bye-bye.